See how we are making sure that the MAC address is unique. There are few steps or few process that is in place to make sure the MAC address are unique. The first thing is that as a vendor, when you are, as a manufacturer, when you are creating your NIC card, what is the first thing what you need to do is you need to approach this standard body which is responsible for making all the standards called IEEE. You have to go there and then ask to assign something called as organizational unique identifier, OUI, so that you will be able to, you as a vendor, let's say your vendor is vendor A, that vendor A is given a unique organizational unique identifier, and another vendor B, he is given another unique organizational identifier, right? So now there is each vendor who is actually coming in and building the network interface card has an identifier which is unique across the planet, and that identifier is going to be 3 bytes long code, which is the first 3 bytes of the MAC address. So it is a unique code universally, and it is 3 bytes long. Now what happens is, once as a vendor I get the 3 byte code, what I do is I add on top of that another 3 bytes whenever I create a MAC address for my NIC card. So now it is a 3 byte organization unique identifier and a 3 bytes vendor assigned number to that NIC card. Now that is how it makes 6 bytes, or when you convert bytes into bits, it's 6 into 8, which is 48 bits unique identifier that is being assigned to a MAC address. So this is a process in place to make sure that the MAC address globally is going to be unique MAC address. So the vendor comes in. If the vendor is given by the organization body called IEEE, vendor is given an organizational unique identifier, we call this OUI, and it is 3 bytes long. And then when vendor creates their NIC card, what is mandatory is they have to put this unique identifier at the start, and which is a 3 bytes long identifier, and then you as a vendor, then he creates a new NIC cards, he has to add another 3 bytes. Now it becomes pretty unique because the OUI is unique across the globe. We are going to take some of the examples, and one of the assignment would be to for you to find out what is your OUI for the NIC card that you are having and identify the vendor for that. So we'll get into more details about that, how the MAC address looks like, where you can find the OUI for the NIC card that you are actually having, so on and so forth.